Fear, what is it? How do we handle it? And how do we move beyond allowing it to paralyze us? I'm fearless today because I'm shooting this with my fabulous wig on. So stay tuned. That's what we're going to cover in today's video. Hey Wealth Warriors, Jackie Ulmer here on a fabulous Friday in July, coming at you live talking about today's F-Bomb Friday word of the day, which is fear. Now, how do you think I'm looking here? My good friend and mastermind partner, Lee Woodward, gifted me this fabulous wig, and I thought, how perfect is it that today I'm going to talk about fear? Because I'm kind of playing dress up, and I'm out there wearing a wig, something that I've never done before, but looking forward to having great fun with it as I learn to put it on better and have fun with it and a great time. So I thought, well, I'm just going to wear it for all of you today for this Facebook Live where we talk about fear. And fear really is, it really is about having fun with yourself, experimenting and working yourself through those obstacles. So because today is Friday and fear is our F-bomb of the day, what I wanted to do was talk to you a little bit about what fear is. Now, I'm a person, I spend a lot of time doing thought work, and that is every morning I get up and I journal and I do my thought downloads. And sometimes I have a daily prompt that I work on or a word of the week that I'm focused on, but most often I get up and I just kind of calm my mind and I come up with a word that resonates for me, and I do a lot of thought downloads, and then I go back through and I work through that. What does that really mean? And we talk about that on Mondays here in the group, so you can go back and look at Mondays and see kind of, we go through words every week. I have a word, and you can journal about that every single day and get some clarity. But using fear as one of my thought downloads has helped me immensely in working through those challenges of fear, because a lot of people think that courage is the absence of fear, and it's not. Courage is simply taking action despite the fear and asking yourself, what's the worst that could happen? I'm scared to do whatever it is. What's the absolute worst thing that could happen? And then the second question is that something I can survive? And almost all the time, we can say yes. So fear, what I've learned in doing all of my own work, fear comes down to two primary things. When we have fear, it's from a story from the past. And I say story because even though something may have happened to you in your past that has you upset or worried or frightened about what the future may bring, it's a story now because it's not happening right now in today's world. So when we're focused on fear, if you're able to just stop for a moment, take a deep breath and pause and kind of step out of your mind and remember, you are not your thoughts. Okay, you are not your thoughts. Your thoughts are just those random things that come through your brain, and you have the ability to control them. But first you have to become aware. You have to stop, breathe, pause, step away from it, and look at what that fear is. Look at what that fear is from an analytical mind, from a humorous mind, from a compassionate mind, but be willing to look at that and say, why is this coming up for me? Why is this fear coming up for me? Is it something from the past, a story, something that occurred way before? And if the answer is yes, think about what that was. And then fast forward to where you are right now. And is it happening right now? And typically the answer is no. Or if you're not coming up with anything from the past, then we look forward to the future and say, what am I projecting into the future that has me drowning in fear today? What am I making up as a story of something that might happen that honestly most likely will never happen? What am I projecting and making up for that? So that's typically what fear is. So that ability to stop, to pause, to step out of your own mind and say, I'm not my thoughts. I'm going to be aware. I'm going to analyze. And then you want to begin to flip it. I'm afraid of taking this next action step, whatever that is, whether it's life or business. I'm afraid of doing this because in the past, this was something I experienced. But taking that mind and moving to the future and saying, but is that real today? Let's say it's a person. Is it the same person today that I'm going to be dealing with this fear around, that I'm making up that story or bringing that story from the past into? And how am I allowing that to affect me by projecting it into the future? And then flipping that script that basically becomes a different type of question instead of, oh, I'm paralyzed and I am going to be stuck in this fear because I don't want to do this. I don't want to experience that. Then to shift that and say, what if I experience something totally different? What if I took that action step that I'm fearful of and the most outrageously amazing outcome came of it? So write your fear down, get clear on where that fear is coming from, get clear on the story that you're projecting about it out into the future, and then flip that script around to what would be the most fabulous outcome that you would want to experience if you moved past that fear and you got your desired outcome. And then put your focus there and kick that fear to the curb. Again, courage is not acting in the absence of fear. Courage is acting despite the fear and knowing that every time you take action with a little bit of courage, even if fear is festering in the background, you move yourself closer to having absolutely everything that you want. Everything fabulous that we want is just outside of our comfort zone. We just have to step out beyond that. So I'm going to go have some fun with my new hair, my wig. Thank you, Lee Woodward. Next time I'm with you, you're going to have to teach me how to have some more fun with it and dress it up. But hey, and I wish you the best weekend. Focus on the concept of fear for this F-Bomb Friday, but more than anything, focus on moving beyond that fear. Make it a great day, and I will talk to you soon.